Hi guys, so today we're in a new video. We're today going to be explaining to you how to make a duplication glitch in Minecraft. Now, don't turn off the video because it's not like those videos where you see some shitty not working system, as this is actually one that is going to always work in any version of Minecraft as long as the book and quill exist in that version, because this one is related to how the game works, right? How the game compresses chunks, so it's actually going to always happen. Anyways, how to do this? We're gonna need a book and quill. Sorry, we got one here, and we're gonna need a chest. So first thing, I got here set up already. You can see I made two different dupe machines in here. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get far away so you see it's not related exactly to those places. So we press F3G to open up the chunk grid so we can see the borders. So how this glitch works, other people have found this already, but I haven't really found anyone who made a video who made a method that actually worked. They all made a method that I think it actually is related to the old version. It actually works in older versions, but it doesn't work in from 1.8.9 upwards. At least for me, I haven't managed to get their method to work. But I'll still link the original video. Also, it is pretty long how to get it, because it is this. Oh, sorry. It is this method where you have to get a book and type inside of it a ton of random Unicode characters. You heard already about it. Maybe you know what I'm trying to get here. So how this game compresses information is that when saving a world, each chunk in the world that has been loaded is compressed, and the maximum amount it can compress, from what I heard, is 1 megabyte information. So through this system, what we are doing is getting the chunk to weigh more than 1 megabyte, so it's going to restore to a previous state, because it cannot save something that weighs more than 1 megabyte. So how to do this? We're gonna need two chunks, one here just for saving the items we want to keep, right? And this is where the actual glitch, quote unquote glitch, actually, because this is more like an exploit, because it is using a mechanic of the game in the way it was intended. So we're gonna set up the system. We need a double chest and two single chests. So first things first, you're gonna need an auto hotkey script. If you don't have auto hotkey and it's the first time you use it, don't worry, I installed it yesterday. So I'm as new as you are to this whole business, but if you know how to edit the node file, you're gonna be okay, and read the documentation. I found out in about 2 minutes how this actually worked. So the original makers of this glitch left an auto hotkey script under description, but this auto hotkey script is actually faulty, because books have a certain capacity in Minecraft, right? And if I try to copy something that is way larger than the actual page limit, it won't copy into the page, right? So that's what happens. They are giving you lines of Unicode text that are too large, so it won't copy into the book. So I modified the script and I made it work properly, because I reduced. It took me an hour actually to get this working, but I'm gonna leave you a link in the description of the modified version of this original script that actually works. So the script works as the original one. You press down Control Shift and Alt at the same time, and then you press either F5 or F9. Pressing F5 will create a different set of Unicode characters from F9, but the process will be like this. We're gonna need, in total, making these books. I'm gonna be making them first, so I'm gonna remove this from here. Alt Shift F Control and F5. Oops, sorry, it ain't working. I gotta boot first the script. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. I'm back. It's now loaded. Sorry for that. So we started, and as you can see, it's filling in pages real fast. Okay, so once you got this done, Usually in survival mode, if you did this, you will have to go about making each one individually, but as I am in creative, I'm gonna duplicate them. So I sign in and call them number 1, okay? So now it's where things start getting more interesting, because now I'm gonna need 10 books called number 1, so I'm gonna duplicate them. I'm going to store them in the double chest. I'm gonna put away these 6 books and put in here this 10 number 1, and I'll get rid of this. Now I'm gonna need to make another one called number 2, and what I do now, I do the F9 instead of F1, F5, sorry. So I use the other set of Unicode characters. Signing as number 2, okay, and I just put it in here, and we're gonna make the same, but now I press F5 again, so you see I'm gonna be pressing F5, F9, F5, F9 for each few books, you know, so I get alternating the pattern. So again, I'm gonna use the same combination, and I'm gonna call this book 3. And again, I need 10 books called 3. So get rid of the 6 extra, and then book and quill. Now I'm gonna need another one called 4. Just make it. Also, before I forget, I didn't mention this, but you don't have to move your mouse. You have to, I mean, let's get this clear. You gotta put your mouse on top of the arrow for this to work properly, and don't move it because it's gonna force you to put it in here. If I were to use this this command by looking in the world, it would actually be just doing like this and moving the camera a lot and breaking blocks. So 3, this is gonna be called 4, okay, and we need again 10 number 4 books. And now things get different. Instead of 10, we're gonna need 7 books called 5, right? And which one was this? 5, 9, 5, 9, 5. Okay, get back on 5. And we're gonna make 7 books called 5 instead of 10 in this case. It's gonna be 5. Now, get rid of those. And I've got those 7 books right there. And book. Again, I'm gonna make another one. Which was it again? 5, 9, 5, 9, 5, 9 again. And this is the last one we're gonna be making. 7 books called number 6. In this case, this is the very last I'm gonna be making. Okay, there we go. This is 6. Close it. And just needing 7 of those. So there we go. So the total amount of books you're going to have, if you didn't notice yet, is going to be 54, aka a full large chest. If I were to fill each of these individually, I will fill the entire chest. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to save and quit, okay? And as usual, if I get into the world again, right? You are going to see that things are safe, like they will normally be safe, right? There's not going to be any problem in here. So I open this up, and as you can see, this is an over 1 megabyte jet, so it's going to save it normally. Now, how Minecraft works, when you go one book, it has lots of information inside of it, 50 pages of random Unicode characters. It's going to be right now saying that it's got that book with that information called that way, and there's 10 of them in this slot. But if I were to do like this, it will say the game this very same information, but only one in this slot, and it's going to tell, and the following 8 slots are going to be the same information, right? So that means that to prevent the game from compressing information in that way, we have to get the books this way. I'm gonna get them into my inventory. We're gonna make them like this, right? We're gonna space them out in this way, so as you can see, there's no straight interaction between them. There's always a space between them, so there cannot be any relation between them, so it's going to be compressing in a different way. It won't be compressing with much efficiency because it's going to have to tell what is in each slot as they are separated. Now I put the two books instead of the I'm gonna call them one books for the ones that are called one, and the two books for those called two. It's gonna be messy anyways. So I put them like this. You can see I'm making a grid pattern 1 2 1 2 like this, and then after getting to the end I'm gonna start making the same pattern. That seriously creeped me out a lot, and it was a creeper, no pun intended. Anyways, and you do the same grid pattern, and here you gotta notice that this is 3 space 3 space 3, and then on the end you gotta imagine as if the chest continue directly in here, because this slot, this is the next one, is as if it was on the left to this, on the right to this one, right? So you gotta give it a space as well. You gotta keep that into account. And now fill in the spaces with those called 4, and then put in those that are the 5. And now in here is the maximum you're gonna be fitting. Whenever you put any extra books, I mean, not extra book, with this it will keep saving, right? But we're gonna, for sake of simplicity, keep it like this. Now this is the maximum it's going to be able to save. Whenever I put these books into the chest, it's not going to save anymore. It's going to reset to the previous state. So what we want to do now is get in this chest, we're going to save the books we want to put later on. And in here we're going to put what we want to duplicate. So instead of diamonds, I'm going to duplicate redstone because I'm cooler than most YouTubers, and I duplicate better things than diamonds. So now we got in this state. We want to save the chunk like this, right? You put in there whatever you want to duplicate. You can put many chests with many items you want to duplicate, right? But I'm gonna put only one just for simplicity in this video. We get back into the world, and when we load it, what we're gonna do right now, when we slow it, I'm going to show you. First of all, you check the chest. You see it's in this state, this is in this state, this is in this state. So for now on, whenever you load the game, this is the state the chunk is going to have. You can modify anything, and it's still going to keep the changes saved. Okay, so if I make a hole here, it's going to save that hole, right? But if I take these books here and put them in here, now it's going to cause the chunk to overweight. It's going to be over 1 megabyte. So now is the time when I can take the redstone out and I can put it in here, or I can keep it in my inventory if I wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it in there. And I can break some holes in here. I'm gonna make a giant penis up here made out of dirt, right? So you see inverted T right there. And now I'm going to quit, and whenever I get back into the game, the chunk weighs more than 1 megabyte, right? So it's gonna be having to revert back to the previous saved version. So that's why you had to save and quit when you prepare the chest before adding the books called number 6. So I come here, and the number 6 books are back. These spacers are here, the redstone in here, the penis is gone, and the hole as well. And you see the redstone is right here, right? So basically what I just did is, as I said, overloading the chunk. So I can repeat this as many times as I want. This can have many applications. Another thing you can have in checkout, I figured this out a few minutes ago. I was playing in a survival, trying this out. I also overloaded my game's memory and thought I broke my world, but don't worry, is if you do this many times in a survival straight, right, you're gonna end up overfilling your Minecraft memory if you don't have enough. I mean, I've got plenty of memory, but I ended up filling it. So anyways, what I figured out is that entities also save. So maybe you might be able to duplicate pigs or make a pig killing factory or something. I'm not sure about that. You can make whatever you want, but I just killed the pig and it respawned. But yeah, let's get back into what I'm gonna see. You can also duplicate entities. That's the point I wanted to bring up. Entities also duplicate. So yeah. in case you figure out something you can make to increase your productivity that way. So we open this app. It's gonna take a while. Then again, it's back to normal. Everything. We got the resting in here. But yes. So that is basically it. Thanks for watching this video. I will leave in the description the link to the hotkey website, the original video, and the fixed version of the faulty hotkey that the original video has in the description, so that you can actually make it work on your own. And if you've got any question about this or you don't get it to work, please inform me, because this is something that some people actually get the old method on the other video to work, but some don't. I'm kind of interested in getting to know more about how this actually works, how the old method worked and how this new one actually works, but for some people it seems like it doesn't. Not sure about it. So far this one's always worked for people, so that I've tested it on different computers, right? So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.